Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to leave a message with you to make it crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You push the lid, but the weight of the dirt is preventing you from opening the lid. Then you just think death is surely here to arrive. But then you say, maybe if I bang on the lid, it'll unsettle the dirt that's upon the lid, and maybe someone standing up there might notice and start digging their way to help me. This is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol addiction. You know you need help. You know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to go for help. In reality, probably there are people mourning your death. You don't know that. You just think you're going to die. But listen, usually people don't think about death when they are habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind when you were abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe, just maybe, you might take your own life by overdosing? And when you take your own life, you don't just lose your life to yourself, but you lose your life that means so much to your friends and to your family. Remember, God gave you that precious life. Don't put anything into your body that will take that life away. With this, I leave one last thought. Don't be the person here on these index cards laying in a coffin looking for help when it's too late. Instead, be a person that shouts out for help now, today. Call me at 844-405-HELP, and I will help you take your life back. Folks, before your life is gone. There are other people that can help you. People like Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741, 516-458-2741. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach, a life coach. He will help you go from your addiction to recovery hand in hand. He will make sure that if you have depression issues, he'll help you get better. If you have low self-esteem issues, he'll build the esteem up. If you have addiction, whether it's alcohol, drugs, gambling, sexual, he will help walk through your addiction towards recovery. And if it's a drug and alcohol addiction, teach you how to live with sobriety. Folks, 516-458-2741 is Larry Geis's phone number. You can Google him at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. Listen up now. Larry and I always tell you, our audience, you, our clients, that it doesn't matter where you've been, it doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is you're here today looking for help. You're not the person on this index card laying in a coffin alive waiting for the air to run out. Because if you're watching me, you are still capable of making a decision that today might change the rest of your life. And that decision is, I need help. Reach out to Larry Geis at 516-458-2741. Let Larry Geis help you take back your life. Video's blurry, huh? Well, it's not the quality of this video. It's the quality and the effectiveness of your glasses. If you want to focus on watching my videos clearer, then do this. Go to www.globalayeglasses.com and they will focus on saving you money. 70% less than most freestanding optical brick and mortar stores. Folks, they have over 1,200 frames, plastic, metal, full, half, and no frame at all. They have lenses like transitions and photochromatics, polarized. They have lenses like no line bifocal, thin lenses, shatterproof lenses, anti-reflecting coating, scratch coating, UV coating, all available right in the comfort of your own home. All you have to do is go to www.globalayeglasses.com and let them help you focus on saving money. And folks, I have over 30 years experience in the optometry business, and if you get a hold of me at 631-599-0218, I will help you pick your frame and lenses, and all you have to do then is go to their website and order the lenses and the frame. And when you do that, I'll give you a code for free shipping. Go to www.globalayeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. 10 things you should drop from your life starting right now, today. We're all doing things in our life that we should drop immediately in order to live a happier life and be the person you truly want to be. We've had about 70 years of life. on an average, for most of us, that'll be about 70 years. 20 of those are spent learning about people, love, work, money, and living a life of mistakes in order to make the next 50 years enjoyable. The latter 10 years of our lives are spent slowing down, so we really only have about 40 years to really make a difference and truly create the life we love. Dropping these 10 things will help you live a much happier and more enjoyable life. Number 1 on the list is going to be drop the negative people around you. We all have negative people around us, and it's easy for me to say just drop them, but if you find if you're able to do it and find a way to do it, then do it. Negative people are energy suckers. They suck the life right out of you until you are down and get to the point where you start thinking like them. I'm sure you can think of a few people just now who are just like this. If you've ever seen Harry Potter, you'll know about what a Dementor is. That's what negative people are, Dementors in your life. It can be tough if you work closely with someone who is like this, or family members who are like this that are around you constantly. Drop them gradually or stay out of their way as much as possible. Another thing you can do is to counteract all the negatives with positives. Oh, they don't like that, and the more you do that, the more they will hopefully lean towards positivity. Number 2, drop caring about mistakes you have made. Bit of a cliche, is this one not? Your mistakes in life serve as a reminder of what not to do in the future. Simple as that. Your mind is set about mistakes is what makes all the difference here. You could be in one of 2 camps of mistakes. Camp 1 you can be in is, woo is me, I made a mistake, I'm such a loser, I totally embarrassed myself, I'll never be able to show my face in the public again. Camp 2 that you can be in is, I made a mistake, sure as hell won't be doing that one again, but at least I learned not to do for the next time. Nobody has ever succeeded in life without failing a few times, so making mistakes will happen if you want to live a more successful and happier life. And when you make mistakes, you get up and you move on, you move forward, and never ever give up. Number 3 is drop the past. Let me ask you a question about your past. Can you go back and change it? If you can, show me how. Because the answer should be no. So why dwell on the things that have happened in the past when there is absolutely nothing you can do to change it? You can make amends for the past. You can say you're sorry about something that maybe you've done in the past, but you can't change the past. The more you think about the past, the more your mind lives there, and it can be so hard to get away from the past if you keep thinking about it because you're stuck in the past. We live for today and we move for tomorrow. Number 4, drop your self-portrait image. A self-portrait is a painting or drawing of yourself that everyone can look at. Everyone will see something different, just like the piece of art, and so it is in life. You are not the same person all the time to everyone you meet. You act differently depending on the people you are with at the time. You don't speak or act the same way with your mates as you do with your parents, but you really should. You should have enough confidence to be the same person every single day to each and every different individual that you meet in life. When you meet someone who is truly authentic, they totally shine above everyone else. There's no airs and graces. You either take them the way they are or you don't. Simple as that. I believe that's the way we should all be striving for in life. Drop feeling sorry for yourself is number 5. Sometimes it's great just to sit in the poor me train and just let it roll on into the railroad station. Woo is me station. But the longer you are in that train, the more difficult it is to get off. Give yourself a shake. You only have a good few years to make the difference in your life and those around you. So jump off the poor me train and head for Happyville Central. Number 6, drop saying yes all the time. There are times for saying yes and there are times for saying no. When saying yes makes you feel uncomfortable, miserable, or stressed, it's time to start saying no. However, hard it may be, you need to find a way to start saying no. The first time you say no to someone, when you usually say yes, will empower you so much that it can turn your whole life around. You could take this too far and say no to absolutely everything, but your only criteria for saying no is when it makes you feel uncomfortable, miserable, or stressed out. So, if you're taking on too much work, say no when it becomes too much and too stressful. If you're doing too much in your relationship, say no and pull back a little bit. And if people are asking you to do too much for them, start saying no. This was number 6. Or number 7, I should say. Drop trying to please everyone. It's impossible, literally impossible to please everyone, even if you're the nicest, most splendid, most loveliest, most loving person in the world. There's always someone who will not like you for whatever reason. Let it go. It's okay for some people not to like you. It's more than okay for you to stop going out of your way to try to please them. Be yourself, and if that doesn't, or if that isn't enough for the person, then it's too bad. Respect yourself and stop pleasing them. Number 8. Drop saying the right thing. The world has gone mad over the last few years, talking about what you can't say, what you can say. It's become politically correct. The PC world is crazy. I read on CNN recently that New York wants to ban the words dinosaur and evolution from standardized tests because they are considered controversial. And I said, what? It's mental with a capital M. We shouldn't be censoring what we say because we think someone might be offended. The only reason we can think like this is because of our parents, the media, the school, co-workers, and friends. We have an opinion about something that we are entitled to speak our minds about. And whatever happened, freedom of speech. Number 9, drop your limit beliefs. One of the most amazing gifts we, as humans, have developed over the past 100 years is knowing that we can change our beliefs on a drop of a dime, particularly our limited beliefs. We all have them, but a lot of the time we don't recognize them. To test your limiting beliefs, let me ask you this. What do you truly want to do with your life? If you know the answer, then the next question is, who is stopping you? And last but not least is drop worrying about the future. If you do your best today, your future has already taken care of itself. These were the 10 things you should drop from your life starting today. Drop the negative people around you, folks. Negative people around you bring negative results in your life. We all have negative people. I'm not saying just to drop them totally out of your life. I'm saying slowly avoid them. Because when they speak negative, they suck you into their own world. Number 2 is drop caring about mistakes you have made. Those mistakes are your building blocks, your cement for a better future. When you make mistakes, tomorrow's better because you've learned. You can be in one of 2 camps. I call this the camp mistakes. If you want to be in camp 1 and say, woe is me, I made a mistake, I'm such a loser, I totally embarrassed myself, I'll never be able to show my face in public again. If you want to be part of that camp, you can be. Or come into camp 2 where I am. I made a mistake. Sure as hell won't be doing that one again, but at least I learned what not to do. Nobody has ever succeeded in life without failing a few times. So making mistakes is a part of normal life. Drop the past is the next one. Let me ask you a question about your past. Can you go back and change it? And if you can answer that yes, please send me a text, 631-599-0218, and show me how you can change your past. Next one is drop your self-portrait. You are not a portrait that walks around. You should be able to be yourself to your parents, to your friends, to your wife and your husband. Don't change your personality for the individual that you're with at the time. Next one is drop feeling sorry for yourself. Sometimes it's great to just sit on the poor me train and let it roll into the railroad station. But you know what? Get off. Jump off that train and head for Happyville. Drop saying yes all the time. You have to start saying no because every time you say yes, people take advantage of that. Folks, the one time you say no will be a building block for a better future for tomorrow for you. Drop trying to please everyone, and you can't. You really can't. It's impossible, literally impossible to please everyone, even if you're the nicest, most splendid, most loveliest, most loving person in the world. There's always somebody that's not going to appreciate you, so don't worry about it. Next one is drop saying the right thing. Stop with this politically correct world that we're living in. Folks, we have a thing called freedom of speech. I'm never saying you should just say what's on your mind because you might hurt somebody, but you don't have to be politically correct to express your own opinion. Next one is drop your limited beliefs. One of the most amazing gifts we have as humans have developed over the past 100 years is knowing that we can change our beliefs. We can all change our minds. Last but not least is drop worrying about the future. Because if you do your best today, if you give it 100% your best today, you've already created a better tomorrow. I hope to God this segment was good for you, as it was for me, and I hope and I pray that you all have a great day, a sober rest of your life, drops a lot of these things out of your life, and you'll have a worry-free life for the rest of your life. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care.